The show opens in Denver. Will Iowa Western get rave reviews? The Reivers hoping to put up some numbers that are a mile high.
There you go.
Meanwhile, the good doctor on the ball at Lewis Central. Did the Titans have a ball against AL? All in at CB Stadium. The Dominator ready to run. Is it a one Yellow Jacket show? Showtime on the court. The curtain goes up for the volleyballers. It's a play in 5 acts. Who bought the house down? The IWCC women's soccer team playing with house money. Did the Reivers hit the jackpot? It's time to cash in. The Bluffs Sports Zone starts right now. Welcome to the latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. I'm JJ Davis. The college football season is here, and Iowa Western is once again one of the top junior college teams in the nation. The Reivers come in ranked 8th in the preseason polls. Now, most coaches will tell you the polls, the rankings, they don't mean a thing. I've heard it 1,000 times. All they're concerned about is winning, and winning is what the Reivers are all about. Iowa Western kicked off a new beginning. The Reivers had to go a mile high to do so. The sky is the limit for the Reivers and ready to hit somebody else for a change. First quarter against Cole College, scoring at will. Aaron Wimberly left side, number 2, pretty much untouched, 37 yards, the route is on. Jake the Snake Waters, a pretty pass play to Dion Long. And get a load of this, Coach Scott Strohmeyer, 42-0 after 1. The defense just dominated as well, 10 sacks in the first half. Iowa Western mauled the Jaguars 77-0.
For a first game, I was pleased. We didn't necessarily play down, we knew coming in that we were probably a little bit better football team than them, and my only concern was just our guys coming out ready to go, and we did.
We knew coming in that we just have to execute our plays and our game plan, and we'd be fine. And we came out and did that right off the bat, and we had a good game plan, so it was good.
This one over when it began. I call it a stat game, a game simply to pad the stats. Former Falcon Jake the Snake Waters, a good game, 3 touchdown passes, scored 1 as well. Geronimo Allison, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. Maryland recruit Dion Long caught a couple of touchdown passes. West Virginia transfer Bernard Roberts scored on a couple of runs in the second quarter. Like I said, this one was over when it began. Stat game, just a very gaudy by the numbers. Now, of course, Iowa Western has put up a lot of big numbers in the past, but none bigger than this one. The 77 points scored in Denver, the most ever in one game by an Iowa Western football team. So what about this year's team? Let's get the lowdown. For more, here's CBTV 17 intern Jem Brinklow.
Hard hits, big plays, and coaches screaming. That's right, I'm talking about Iowa Western football back in the trenches.
Season expectations is to move fast, keep the tempo of our offense going, and just try to cut out any mental errors that we may have.
The Reivers, entering as preseason number 8 in the nation, officially kick off the season August 25th in Denver, Colorado. Ball! But first, they scrimmaged 10th-ranked Hudge to get back in the habit of hitting players in different colored jerseys.
It was good coming out of the scrimmage, all pretty much healthy too, but we have high expectations, and they're a really good team, and we held our own against them, and that's a good sign.
That's a heck of a squad there. Hutch is, they're picked to compete for the Jayhawk, and so I think we battled them.
Last season, players like Matt Waters and Wes Smith accounted for over 1,000 yards receiving, both no longer on the team, but newcomers like Dion Long already considers the void filled.
The new receivers bring a lot of explosiveness, a lot of knowledge.
Jake, he's over camp. He's really gotten into a groove, and you can, from some of the plays in the scrimmage, you can tell that we got some big playability there.
The defensive line is another area of concern in which IWCC lost a few strong players.
I was pleased overall with we had a lot of newcomers on the D-line, and it was good to see those guys making plays and running around.
Last year's halfback Rodney Coe moves to the other side of the ball, and he makes his presence known in the backfield, even picking up a couple sacks.
Well, I think he's natural. You know, I mean, his size and athletic ability. You know, it's good to see him out there making some plays.
With the moves on the roster, the additions of new players, and even the returners coming back, Iowa Western's depth chart is looking strong as ever.
That's probably the biggest thing right now at skill positions. We feel we got a fair amount of depth, you know, offensively and defensively as well.
When you ask the players what's on their mind for the 2012 season,
National champions, no question about it.
they still know it's a long road to be crowned the champs.
But we have high expectations, and we have a lot of talent. We just got to put it all together, and I think we will. I think we have a good shot at winning a lot of games.
We take it one game at a time. Defense got to hold their own, and offense got to bring it every game. No losses.
With CBTV 17, I'm Jim Brinklow.
The grass is always greener at Lewis Central. Thanks to Dr. Dan Kinney and a whole host of others, the Titans kicked off a new era against a new opponent and an old friend. The second quarter as the Bluffs Sports Zone is off and running.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
No team covers Southwest Iowa sports like the team at Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine. For nearly 25 years, Jenny Ed Sports Med certified athletic trainers have cared for thousands of area athletes and their schools. And our partnering physicians at Nebraska Orthopedics help ensure you're taken care of from diagnosis through rehab. If you need to be seen now, come by our Saturday morning walk-in clinic. It's open all fall from 8 to 9:30 a.m. Jenny Edmondson Sports Medicine.
Hi, how are you doing today?
What looks good?
Our special today is shrimp scampi. It's been sitting around for about a week.
Excuse me, what time are you guys leaving? We're gonna rob your house tonight.
Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of a heart attack and other complications. Learn more at diabetesaonc.org.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by the St. Albert Alumni Association.
Iowa Western President Dr. Dan Kinney gets a game ball along with the Reivers head coach Scott Strohmeyer. All part of the pregame fun Thursday night, August 23rd. Lewis Central kicked off a new season on its new field turf. Of course, the Reivers have moved their home games to LC as well. Now, to the Titans. They told me this is their year, but you got to go out and prove it. First up, an old friend, but a new opponent. That's right, Lewis Central locks up with the Lynx for the very first time.
And it is tails. You win the flip.
AL looks to send a message right out of the gate. Defers, gives the ball to the home team. It works. Thought it was a 3 and out, but running into the kicker, the first of 13 unlucky Lynx penalties. So Lewis Central's back in business. 2nd and 8 from the AL 25. Sam Duggan to Nate Pettipier, number 88, 23 yards. A couple of plays later, where is he? Austin Simmons sneaks it in, 7-0 Titans. The visitors come right back. Dylan Garner, 13 carries, 35 yards. This a first down, and then Jared Thompson to Brandon Colpitz. Got it. AL a 1st and goal from the 9, but then fumble. Nick Solentic recovers for the Titans. The junior quarterback still not comfortable. Lewis Central's 2nd possession. Duggan to Mitchell Brinkman, 11 yards and a first down. Next, the sophomore hands off to the senior. Austin Simmons to Alex Reed. Number 10, outside, 23-yard scramble. LC from the Lynx 18. Simmons with the gun to Luke Harrison's. Got it. Touchdown.
Coach called a hitch and go, and the corner just bit on the hitch, so I just turned to the outside and just went down the sideline to the end zone and made the play.
Surprised you caught it?
Yeah, we do that. We run that a lot in practice.
Meanwhile, the AL offense shut down. The Lynx just 26 yards in the second quarter, but not so for Lewis Central. Third possession, Simmons 4 for 5 on the night, 60 yards, that to Harrison. Then some more of Alex Reed, 18 tough yards inside the 5. And then, guess who again? His first of 2 touchdowns, 21-0 Titans late in the half, but hold on, we're not done. Just over a minute left. Now they call Austin Simmons a playmaker. Here's why. Number 14 cuts it back, excuse me, cuts it back, excuse me, shifts arms, 51 yards, 28-zip Lewis Central at the half. Just now they drew it up.
Design pass, but just kind of broke down. I ended up scrambling and just got a couple blocks, a couple great blocks, and just took it for a touchdown, I guess.
28-0, it's a new ball game for us, and we just wanted to try to find a way to move the ball and get some stops on defense and continue to motivate them, and unfortunately it just didn't go our way.
No, it didn't. The ALL show, as you can see, nowhere. Do get a first down with a fake punt. Now Thompson was 5 of 17 here, hits Chase Herbst to keep the drive alive. So the Lynx going for it all. Up and over, no. Turn the ball over on downs. The Titans kept coming, or should I say running. Alex Reed up the middle to the outside. A 31-yard run. The senior, 17 carries, 159 yards. Lewis Central runs away, shuts out Abraham Lincoln, 38-0. Now, could anybody have predicted this?
No, we weren't quite sure what we had coming in, and our kids, came out and competed, and that's what we asked them to do.
Not a bad start, but really got to capitalize off this. I mean, this is not the time where you shut it down. This is where you really, you get going into it and keep rolling.
Good game.
We can't be satisfied. We got to keep going, keep rolling.
Good game.
We got to get some guys, that can play some football, and we'll recover. We'll recover and we'll get better.
He's a playmaker, and Sam's experienced and managed, and he did a great job, and Austin did a great job, and our O-line did a great job. Our defense played great. Our coaches coached great. So, great night.
A great night for the Titans, a rough night for the Lynx. Lewis Central shows off its new field turf in style. So a big night for Alex Reed, the first of many, I'm sure. Over 100 yards, couple of touchdowns. The playmaker, Austin Simmons, can do it up in the air and on the ground. And then there's Luke Harrison, that big touchdown catch. The Lynx to do no wrong. AL killed by 13 penalties. Next up, the Lynx, they host always tough Harlan, and the Titans travel to St. Albert. Meanwhile, TJ kicked things off at home. For the Yellow Jackets, nowhere to go but up after a 1-win and then a 2-win season. Head coach Mark Puev is looking for bigger and better things in this his 3rd year on the West End. So TJ would love nothing more than to kick off the season with a bang. The Yellow Jackets all in for the Polar Bears. So is Dominic Wilson. Scores on TJ's second play. Second quarter. Number 10 needing help this season, so who is this? Gage Fisher, the sophomore, with a super run. Dominic Wilson with the keeper, falls in, 14-0 TJ. The Jackets defense holds the Des Moines North offense to 26 yards on the ground in the first half. The Polar Bears up top. Wilson's got it. He also recovers a fumble. So how about a new show? Okay, the Mike White Show. The senior here running away with 31 of his 83 yards. Okay, back to the main event. Hot potato. Wilson breaks one, cuts it back, then little stiff arm there, and he's in. 21-0. Coach Puev looking for more help. The visitors looking to punch one in, and they do. It's 21-7. Now, did somebody say more help? Dominic Wilson, his only pass completion. Ja'Kai Gregory, 24 yards. Alex Powders getting his kicks in. Yes, it is. The freshman, a 27-yard field goal, 24-7 Yellow Jackets. All signs pointing to a win. Let's not forget those smiles. Just under 17 seconds left in the half. Wilson fields the punt on his own 23. "73 breathtaking yards. Dominic dominating with 243 all-purpose yards, 4 touchdowns in the first half. 37 TJ at the break.
At halftime, we got kind of excited, and the funny thing is that we didn't even put it wasn't a punt return. We were actually trying to put some pressure on it, and he just kind of made some plays on his own.
Speaking of making plays, step right up. You're the next contestant in the Yellow Jackets shellacking. Gage gauges it's time to go the other way. Here he comes. Number 28, 44-yard mad dash, finished with 138. Back to Dominic, like trying to catch a ghost. The super senior, 147 yards on the ground, his 5th touchdown, and I'd say number 10 is having a ball. Some love for the D side. The chase is on. Gives up just 122 total yards. The Jackets finish with a 37-14 win.
We started off kind of sluggish. It's always good to have a Dominic Wilson, but we're starting to get some other people that are able to take some of the load off of him. That makes his job easier.
I can't take credit for all that. All these guys out here came and played their full potential, and everybody did their assignments. So actually, I have to give credit to all those touchdowns to my team.
Some other guys did make plays. You were looking for some more playmakers this year.
Yeah, we had a couple big runs by some younger kids. I was very proud of them. I knew they had that potential. I was just waiting for it to shine.
Ladies and gentlemen, here.
You were fired up before the game. What did you tell the team? What's it mean?
That we come out this game 1-0. That we punch them in the mouth and they're going to back down. That's our motto for the year.
Pat on the back time. TJ wins its opener for the first time since 2008. Thomas Jefferson, 347 yards rushing. Gage Fisher emerges from the shadows, over 100 yards. And of course, there's Dominic, does it again with that electrifying 73-yard punt return, 5 touchdowns. A good start for Thomas Jefferson. Next up for the Jackets at Glenwood, another winnable game. St. Albert crushes Griswold, 41-7. Isaac Finn, a 53-yard touchdown run, and one of those spider monkeys, Tucker Koljat, a 53-yard interception return. Hawk and Her combined for 23 tackles. The Falcons, no surprise, now 1-0. Next up for St. Albert, home against Lewis Central. Heartland Christian lost at Glidden Ralston, but Steve Horan, a 53-yard touchdown pass. The Eagles drop to 1-1. Heartland Christian is home next against Coon Rapids Bayard. Had some classic volleyball at IWCC. The Reivers, as you can see, had that look about them, focus. It was their chance to make a statement. Did they? When we come back.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Lynx fans can now log on to alsportsfan.com for archived and live broadcasts, team info, pictures, and more. alsportsfan.com, part of the cbsportsfan.com family.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs and Southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Coach McBroom and the 10th-ranked Iowa Western volleyball team circled the wagons in the annual Reiver Classic, and a lot of big guns were there. Now get this, IW played 5 matches in 3 days. That's a lot of volleyball, but it's also a lot of chances to make a statement. And in the end, I'd say, mission accomplished. The 10th-ranked Reivers smoked number 5 Western Wyoming Thursday, August 23rd in straight sets. IWCC here, killing it against Florida State Manatee on Friday. Stephanie Ortiz says, take that. The Florida school in the far court, right back. Can't get to it. Manatee's up 20-18. Ebb and flow. The Reivers never say die. Sarah Kemp, one of her 14 kills. 24-22 host school. And then, set point. First, watch with the block, and then Stephanie Ortiz again. Here, Iowa Western wins the first set, 25-22.
The game is intense. We get out of control in the ball.
Coach Darren McBroom teaching all the way. Second set, the Reivers settling down into focus. Sarah Kemp with the serve. 17-10. Everything starting to go IW's way. Yulia Baranko in the middle finds the open space. 19-10 Iowa Western. Set point, as you can see here, a foregone conclusion. Reivers roll 25-20, texting another win. Third set, want to see an easy kill? Sydney Nelson can do. Now check this one out. Diana Acevedo, one of her 27 digs, and then it's blocked. How about changing it up a bit? Iowa Western rolls, blocking out Manatee 25-12. The Reivers take it in 3 right here. Now, just how good is the Reiver Classic?
I think it is unquestionably the premier opening weekend tournament in the NJCAA. For the top 5 finishers from last year, plus Eastern Arizona who finished 8th. Best things about our squad last year and this year, a lot of teams have their one key go-to player that they got to count on. We have a very balanced team. We have strong hitters on the outside, we have strong hitters on the right side, we have great kids in the middle, so we can come at a team from a variety of angles.
The talent level on this team this year has been awesome so far. Everyone's stepping up, everyone's doing their job. I mean, the freshmen came in with a whole bunch of sophomores last year. We returned 5 starters, and they've been awesome as well. They have earned every spot.
Last year, I don't think we played so much as a team like we are this year because we're more unified as a team. Like, we're all sophomores. Most of the team is sophomores, and I think we play very well together. We all get along.
We're just going to try to take one match at a time. We're starting off in a good place, and we hope to keep improving as we go along.
Kept improving through the weekend. IWCC knocked off 6th-ranked Western Nebraska on Friday night, August 24th. And then here Saturday, the Reivers had no problem with Jefferson winning 3-0. Now, IW lost its only set in 5 matches to San Jacinto, but still took it to San Jac 3-1. So the Reivers make a big statement, going a stellar 5-0. And for Iowa Western, what a way to start the season.
1, 2, 3, team!
It doesn't get much better than that. Now, in my short time around the team, around the girls, I sense a certain togetherness, a certain camaraderie. And I don't think it's fake. I don't think it's phony. I think it's real. And that could go a long way towards a championship season. Moving outdoors, the Iowa Western women's soccer team on the run. The Reivers kick it with the Butler. But did they score? We'll take some more shots when the Bluffs Sports Zone continues.
If green and gold never gets old, then St. Albert Sports Fan is the place for you. Updated daily, it's loaded with articles, archives, and so much more. And if you can't make the game, you can still watch it live from the comfort of your own computer. St. Albert Sports Fan, the homepage for the home team.
What does the world need? What will you become? Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
The Reivers kicked off a new soccer season. The women got things rolling on their home turf. Iowa Western kicked it with the Butler. That's 5th-ranked Butler Community College. So the Reivers had the wind in the first half, so I'm thinking it's a done deal. Head coach Brad Sylvie and the Reivers ready to rock for their opening game Friday, August 24th. IWCC rolls in with the heat from the get-go. Taylor Samsel waits to Morgan Olson, and then watch with the cross, missed out on a golden opportunity. Down the wing, gets control of the ball, and then rifles a shot. The keeper with the save. The Reivers 9 shots on goal in the first half, doing everything but finish. Samsel to Marina Martinez-Galath, nice pass, and then with the far post, so close but so far. IWCC 3 corner kicks in the game, and each time couldn't do anything. The fans patiently waiting for a goal. Second half, with the through ball, Martinez-Galath catches up to it, and then patiently right foot. Iowa Western just 3 shots on goal in the second. The visiting Grizzlies just 6 for the game. Juliana Oliveira scored the winning goal in overtime. Iowa Western blanked the Butler 1-0. Sunday, August 26th, the Reivers back home against Illinois Central. First half, Martinez-Galath with the deflection, 3-0 IWCC, and check out the replay. The Reivers went on to outgun the Cougars 4-1. The Reivers traveled to Lewis and Clark Community College for a big one against the always tough Trailblazers Friday, August 31st. So the ladies start things off a sparkling 2-0. Next up for Coach Sylvie and the gang, they hit the road. The men won their opener 4-0. They're on the road as well. So what a week. We've had football, volleyball, soccer, just a full plate of stuff with much more to come. So until next week on the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm JJ Davis, and now I'll see you around.